All righty. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for waiting for our next run here. What we're going to have coming up for you here is a run of The Ring Terror's Realm by Pa Sama. And before we get started, I think we should mention here, as this is our first opportunity, that Pa Sama, not only is she one of the RPG Valkyries, but along with Demarine, she is one of the very newly minted RPG Valkyries. So please join us in congratulating her on becoming a full-fledged member of the RPG Valkyries team. That is very exciting.
Very, very exciting indeed. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day. Thanks for the congrats, guys. Very exciting. Very nervous. Very exciting. Everything together. And what a perfect way to start, to showcase this with a spectacular, amazing, fantastic speed run of the Rings Terror's Realm. Uh, Sorry, just getting a little Discord shenanigans here. But I believe we can get this going. So let this lovely intro part play for you guys, just to kind of show this is going to be cutscenes. We're watching all the cutscenes because you guys are amazing. I also got word that my audio is being a butt, so let me fight with it. Give me a second, guys.
Well, I tell you what, while we are figuring that out, I am going to read off a donation that we received right as we were wrapping up with the previous run. We received a $10 donation from Twixel, who says, "Thank you for all your acceptance and letting others be known that they are valid. I would donate so much more, but current circumstances keep me from doing so. The stream helped me so much and have only been here an hour." Well, I tell you what, first of all, thank you very much for that donation, Twixel. Your generosity is appreciated. We always encourage people to donate whatever they're capable of, whatever they're comfortable with. We know that you appreciate efforts like these to raise money for worthwhile causes, such like Take This, but we never want anybody to stretch themselves too thin, especially in the name of charity. You need to put yourselves first when you come to your finances. But if you have the means to donate, even if it's something like just a few dollars, every little bit helps, especially if we get lots of people that just donate a few dollars at a time. So, for those of you that are willing to do so, just know that it is greatly appreciated. And a little bit about what those donations are for. Take This is an organization and that deals a lot with helping people that have mental illness, people that have anxiety, especially when it comes to large social gatherings and whatnot. And what we're specifically have in mind here with our goal for that $10,000 is to set up what's called an AFK room, which is something that Take This puts on for large conventions and gatherings and things like that. It's a nice, quiet, safe space where people that are kind of having anxiety from crowds or too much noise or, kind of sensory overload to go there. It allows them to kind of just chill, decompress, regather themselves. And I know that several Valkyries have used these AFK rooms at conventions and events that they've been to before and can personally vouch for how awesome they are and how useful they are and how important they are. So all of your generous donations go towards making one of those rooms possible. So thank you very much for that. And I just want you to know what it is that we're raising money for. So with all that said, Pa, how are we doing? Are we just about ready to go?
Uh, Audio still being a butt. I think it's something on my end, so I'm gonna look into it. Sorry about this, guys. If it's not one thing, it's another. Uh,
Well, I tell you what, if you are still figuring that stuff out, then there's plenty of other things that I can talk about in the meantime.
Yeah, for
No
sure.
problem
Sorry about
there.
this, guys.
Um, Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. So let's talk about some of the goals that we have coming up here with some donation incentives that you can put your money towards. We have a run of Richard Scarry's Busy Town. That's going to be coming up a little later on Friday morning, where you can enjoy the voice acting if you'd like to. We've got $40 for that. There's a goal of 100, so only 60 more to go for that. Also, there's going to be a run of Super Solitaire, which, if you're familiar with the card game, you have a couple variations where you can the deck that's in your hand, you can either turn cards up one card at a time, which is the easier way to do it. But instead, we can upgrade that to three flip instead, where you flipping a stack of three cards at a time, which definitely makes it a little more challenging. And if you want to see that, we need $100 for that one. Also, going to be a run of Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos, which is the randomizer for Final Fantasy VI. That's going to be done by Margaret Ann a little later on Friday. There's two donation incentives for that. One of them is going to be to recruit Celeste. We need $150 for that. That currently has 32. Also, there is a very, very OP item in that randomizer, which is called the Super Ball, which basically just steamrolls everything and makes it a lot easier. If you would like to see Margaret Ann make her way through this run without the aid of the Super Ball, basically to restrict her from doing that, you can donate to ban it. That will require 85 more dollars. That's a $100 goal, and it only has 15 so far. So if you are, let me see here. Do we have a link in chat? I'll go ahead and drop a link in chat so that you can see all of the incentives that I'm talking about here, and you can pick and choose what you would like to donate for, because there's plenty of others, but those are going to be the ones for the runs that are coming up that are coming up the soonest. So, in addition to the goals that we have for various speedruns here, we also have some bid wars as well. For Secret of Evermore, which is going to be coming up. When is that coming up? I should probably know this. Let's see here. I will find that for you. Bear with me just a moment. That is going to be about noon Eastern on Friday. Couple of bid wars for that one. You can name the boy up to 15 characters, and you can also name the dog up to 15 characters for that as well. Also, what's going to be on another bid war that we have here, this time for the Dragon Warrior 4 randomizer, which is going to be late on Friday night. That's going to be run by Ryguy3745. We have some bid wars for names here as well. We can name Ragnar, Elena, Christo, Nara, Bray, Mara, and Taloon. So several of those don't even have any names put toward them yet. So if you would like to just jump in, even with a very small donation, and put a particular name in the lead, there's a 6 character limit for all of those names. So come up with something fun and creative that is no more than 6 characters. Plenty of characters though that you can throw money towards. Even if it's just a small amount, it will put it in the lead for whatever you would like to do. So you can donate for that as well. You just saw a link go up in chat for the schedule here. We've still got about 2 full days of speed runs left in this marathon. As soon as we get everything all set up, you're going to be seeing a run of The Ring, Terror's Realm by the RPG Valkyrie's own Pasama. After that is going to be a Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Run by Corundum Core. After that is going to be a very, very interesting run of Dragon Warrior being done by Mr. Holmes. I'm sorry, the 2019 Dragon Warrior randomizer champion, Mr. Holmes. I'm sorry, I didn't use his proper title the first time when addressing him, but he's going to be doing this run not only at 1/3 experience earned, but he's also going to be doing it blindfolded. He's going to run a very challenging RPG, which is made even more challenging by the with the experience, and he's going to do it blindfolded. That is going to be bonkers. You're definitely going to want to check that out. Once he finishes that up, we're going to have an any percent run of Legend of Oasis being done by Walking Eye. After that is going to be oh, I'm sorry. It's not a third experience. It's triple experience. Never mind. He's going to be running it blindfolded. He's going to be running an RPG blindfolded. Like what? You got to see that. Anyway, after you see that, Legend of Oasis by Walking Eye, and then Cloudy Shoe is going to have a bit of a block here. He's going to be running Richard Scarry's Business Town. We talked about that donation incentive. Super Solitaire, also that donation incentive we talked about, and then he's also going to be doing a run of Ultima 6: The False Prophet. So if you like Cloudy Shoe, then you want to tune in later on in Friday morning to check out what they are doing there. All right, we're still getting set up here, and I mean, there are plenty of things that I can be talking about here to fill the time. I certainly have no issue with that, but I would love to fill this time by talking about your donation comments. So, if you can, if we can just get a link here in chat for how you can donate to the cause here for Take This, please go ahead and do so. Write in the comments. Please make them appropriate, and I will be more than happy to read them out at the appropriate times throughout the stream for the rest of this run, which should be about an hour and a half once we get it started. And yeah, I'm more than happy to fill the time by giving y'all shout outs for your generosity for the RPG Valkyries, but specifically all of the proceeds that you are donating for are going directly to the Take This organization.
Well, it's unlikely to be a homicide case. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Virus? What are you talking about, Chief?
Yeah, and I think we're just gonna have to do it that way.
I'm Meg. Please, you have to help me.
Alrighty, it looks like we have the game feed back up here, and hopefully, if everything is all arranged properly, we will be ready to go with a run momentarily, folks. We do appreciate your patience and understanding, but we will hopefully be getting going very soon here. And I tell you what, while I'm waiting for that thumbs up to get started here, we did get a donation that came in from Gert56, who donated $10 and says, seems like a really cool idea and a very good cause. I agree on both counts, and thank you very much for your donation.
Okay, hi guys. I think we have the audio figured out, hopefully. Blame my computer. Hopefully. Anywho, guys. Good morning, good evening, good night. we'll let you guys see the intro again for the umpteenth time. Hopefully there's audio. We'll see. Yes, this is me passing off. Sorry about the issues, guys. It's my old computer. Find my old computer.
It's not too bad, even as a prototype. The Force.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear what I was talking about, but I was giving
I do
Kat plenty
appreciate
of
it.
praise for being patient and understanding while
Yeah,
he was
blame my old Friday computer. I mean, it's still in the Windows non 10 era, so I mean, anything new, it's kind of like using
We're
flail.
just gonna have to do it that way.
All right, but
Oh,
yes,
boy,
the
that sounds
Reigns
fun.
Terror's Realm. Now, this is a horror video game released only on the Dreamcast, for very obvious reasons. Before we start, I'm just gonna emphasize the splats. We're gonna go into the options here. I'm gonna switch over to Type C camera, which just means the camera's gonna be behind me and not like Type B where it's in fixed locations. I prefer Type C. The other runner, Ecdysis, prefers Type B. Whatever floats your boat. Alright, so we're gonna start the game, and of course, thanks to you guys, we have cutscenes, so get your popcorn ready as we're gonna watch the cutscenes. And yes, there is sploits. We got the sploits. Get this out of your guys' system. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello?
Meg?
Robert, get the job?
Yeah, I'll be working with you starting tomorrow, so I guess I'll be seeing you soon.
Really? That's great. So why don't we go out for a celebratory drink?
Okay, I'll be ready.
Promise?
Promise. Bye for now. Well, who the hell does she think she is? She hasn't any idea of how important this project is. Botanical.
Oh, Robert. He didn't sound so pleased, even though it's been quite a while since we spoke. He's absolutely Mr. Thickhead, even on my last birthday. Well, today's the day. He has to make up for it. What? Robert?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to do it that way. And that's just it. Hey! Hey, miss. No, I'm sorry, you can't come in here. You're gonna have to get out of here. Or do you live here?
What's happened, officer?
What's happened, officer? No, I'm asking you a question. Do you live here? Hello? Miss?
Watch out.
Robert?
Hello? Hey. Hey, stop, lady.
No! No, I can't believe it's Robert! No!
You okay, lady?
Meg, what's going on over there? Like, hey man, what's happening here?
Now, hold on a moment, sir.
I know the two of them. They're friends. What happened? I don't believe this.
I see.
Oh, Meg.
Could you explain your relationship to either her or the victim?
Yeah, I know the two of them. They're both my friends. I'm Jack, and this is Robert's girlfriend, Meg.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm
What
sorry.
happened to Robert?
Actually, we don't yet exactly know what happened to him this evening.
You don't know? Isn't this a murder?
It's unlikely to be a homicide case.
Not a murder? Then what's that? Did you see his face? What's happened? Oh my god!
Well, we'll get to the bottom of this.
I'm still alive. I'll work for this company without you, Robert. I shouldn't mourn your death forever. Right.
All right. Oh my goodness, the music. Sorry. I miss this music so much. So, this is Meg's first day of the job at CDC. All the music. Music. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. All the music. Oh. Sorry. Music is amazing. This music is good for anything. Doing dishes, homework, repairing a vehicle, weddings, any type of event. And holy pickles, there's a raid. A repeat door. Holy pickles. Thank you, Pete Door, for that spiffy raid. So yes, this is Meg's first day at the job of CDC. Her boyfriend, Robert, used to work at the CDC, but he died. In 7 days. Why? Who knows? And yes, this music. Oh my goodness, this music. It's a great music. So, you're gonna find out in this lovely dialogue that yes, Robert died, and 2 other people have passed away because of this mysterious thing they were playing called Ring. And we're kind of like, what is this? Meg should know. She's a scientist. And basically just going through the dialogue. So we mentioned the computer. The computer has this program called Ring. So we need to go investigate it. So let's just bunny hop our way over there and investigate something I didn't want to investigate. And look at this killer computer program. It's the Ring. It booted. Sorry, I'm being really silly. So yeah, we're gonna use a program called Ring, and of course Meg definitely knows her MMO. She's gonna use her actual name. So upon entering her username as Meg and booting up the program, we are transported to this mysterious universe. Oh, the back hop is legendary.
You know, one thing that I did want to mention is the cutscenes, just as a reminder in case you kind of missed what she was saying. The cutscenes were brought to you by your generosity. That was a
Indeed,
donation goal that
yes.
was met earlier on. So thank you very much for that. And you have definitely earned the opportunity to hear and
Indeed,
watch
thank you guys
all of
so
these
much.
cutscenes based on
So,
your donations.
This is the virtual reality program, or I like to call it when I'm doing the speed run, the Shadeverse, because everybody wears shades at night, because they can. So this is just your tutorial area, just giving you the rundowns of what you need to do in the game. So your items, your flashlight, shooting your gun, stuff like that. And the most important thing that we'll never use is the first person mode. And then once we're done with this lovely viewpoint, he's going to be like, hey, you need to go check something that's happening upstairs. And I told to be quiet. I was be quiet. We should be good. Oh, perfect. So we just encountered our first enemy in the game. Yes, the Ring has scary, spooky monsters. There's supposed to be monkeys and gorillas. I like to call the one we just defeated the Yeti. Kind of looks like a Yeti. More so a third-party Yeti. But anywho, Meg passed out in the Shadverse. And lo and behold, oh, the music. Oh my goodness, the music. Oh, yes. Yeah, no,
I was
definitely
going to say,
not.
not to
Do
be
not
confused
buy
with the awesome
t-shirts from this
t-shirt made with the
third-party
Yeti.
Yeti. No, they're really bad. So, Meg wakes up in the real world, or I like to call it Officeverse, because later on things are going to get a little more complicated. So she's going to mention that was the Ring program. Oh my goodness. So spooky. And, phone call, of course. So, of course, Meg's going to answer it. And, oh my goodness, the power went out. Oh no! Oh no! We did. Oh no, we did, guys. In 7 days! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. 7 days. We're gonna be dead. Meg doesn't believe it, though, because she's a scientist. So we're just gonna leave. So if you're wondering, okay, Pa, I don't understand this. This is not relevant to the movies. Like, the movies had other spooky things, not virtual reality. This game is based off the 5th or 6th book in the Ring series. When they start delving into virtual reality and when the curse goes digital. But we're going to talk to the chief here. And the chief's going to mention, you're new. I'm sorry about Robert. It was a tragedy. And, keep in mind, this is Meg's first day on the job, guys, alright? First day working here. And, took over Rob's job. This is a CDC, by the by. Gonna, facility against diseases, right, guys? So we're under quarantine right now because there's a virus leak in the basement, so we can't leave. We can't leave the building on our first day. So yeah, we're stuck here. We are stuck here. So, Meg's gonna ask, hey Chief, can I look around the tower? And he's like, sure you can. Only this floor though. You can't go anywhere else. Only this floor. But you're more than welcome to explore the tower. But you can't explore anywhere else except this floor. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Yeah, her name is Rayman. Yep. So yeah, go look around the facility, but, only stay on this floor. So, of course, we're gonna look around. Now, of course, we're doing a speed run, so we're not gonna go through all the doors and the rooms. We're just gonna hit the main ones. So we're gonna run to her office. Also, I hope you guys are really enjoying this music. Sorry, this music. Oh, not saying I have good taste in music, but I mean, this is top tier music right here. So we're gonna go back to our office. Now, we don't need to do anything in the office. We just need to go in and leave. So we're gonna acknowledge, spin, make, there we go. And we got the phone. It may be Jack. Now, you remember Jack from the intro. He was a friend of both Robert and Meg. So we're gonna answer the phone. Well, she can make it to her office. In floor. It's perfectly fine. Everywhere else is no bueno. Ring program. Well, it does have a link to Robert's death as well as 2 other people, and did anything happen? Because, Meg ran it, nothing happened. But, just explaining what she saw. But Jack's gonna bring up, like, hey, there may be something shady happening at the CDC. Possibly with Robert's death. You should find out. go explore, go talk to the chief. You know, maybe he'll tell you more what happened to Robert. So we're gonna go do that. And we're gonna do the infamous bunny hop. And we're gonna go bug the chief.
Pause. Somebody in chat is asking, is this music going
If
to
I say
last
yes,
the whole run?
in a way that I may be truthful or not, would that be acceptable? I'm just saying, why?
Well, I wasn't the
this
one
music's
asking the
fantastic.
question, so...
I mean, this may be the entire soundtrack. Yes, sorry, yes, there's other songs. We'll get to those. Just savor this one. Alright, so we're gonna run to the Chiefs room.
Okay, sounds good.
Again. So now we're gonna go talk to the chief. And oh, it's not Chief anymore, it's John. Oh, okay, okay, now it's John. I guess we know him a little more personal now, in that whole 12 minutes, not even, 2 minutes, that now we ring pro Robert, and he's gonna get really mad at us. He's gonna be like, stop delving into, don't bring it up, and don't let me just go into this lovely room here. And we're gonna talk to this lovely gentleman here named Timothy, or Tim, the great Tim. So you're supposed to talk to him because there is a gentleman roaming around doing his job, preventing us from going into certain rooms on the first floor, and we need to go into the locker room in order to get into Robert's locker to kind of go through his personal belongings. But this lovely security guard is not letting us. So we need to talk to Timothy in order to talk to the security guard and be like, just let her go through her boyfriend stuff. So we're gonna go do that. Also, I like to make a shout out to Meg's Shadow. It's a secret Easter egg. It is the blob from the blob, or the boy and his blob, pardon. It's a really good shadow. Anywho, to the men's locker room.
There's another question in chat, and I think it's a very good one. The question is, have you found yourself
my
making
chat
lyrics
has
to this
actually
song
made
when you run the game?
lyrics to it. It's oh my goodness, hopefully I can remember it. It's intense piano music in the tune to the beats. So yes, we do have lyrics to this. But so we meet the great Lucino, the great security guard. He's blocking our path. Timothy's gonna pop up and be like, calm down. This is Robert's girlfriend. She wants to just go through his locker. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just doing my job. And we're gonna be allowed to. But yeah, the official lyrics is intense piano music. Intense piano music. In the same tune as the dramatic piano beats. Shout outs to I for making those lovely lyrics. Alright. So we got a file mentioning something about a 8mm film. Very spooky. And we also got keys to the reference room. So we're gonna head to the reference room. Meg's sandwich will get there, Flash. Don't spoil too much about it. Yeah, there we go. Intense and no music. There we go, guys.
I like it.
Very intense.
It's very concise, and it's very descriptive.
Alright, so now we're gonna go into the reference room and pick up this file here. And the file is gonna just mention about Sadako and this other person and these experiments, and Lucino's gonna pop up and be like, what are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be in here. But Meg's like, we were allowed to explore the entire tower, only the first floor. and it's okay. But Lakino's like, you're not supposed to be here, get out. So technically we found a loophole in this whole, only explore the first floor, but, not locked areas. But I mean, we have the key. It was unlocked. We're fine. Meg just likes to find loopholes, because she's a scientist. Although I will highly recommend, if you guys really like this music, I highly recommend the soundtrack to Ancient Roman, Power of Dark Side. I mean, that's got some good tracks to it too. Not shamefully plugging one of my speedruns or anything, but I'm just going to. Anywho, let's go back to make. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to go to the laptop and go into the virtual program or the Shadeverse. So as Meg's gonna point out, it works one day and it doesn't the next. I mean, time-wise, I always joke about this, and, in time-wise, it's only been like 12 minutes. And she apparently knows this, but it's been pointed out by Ekdices or Ek that every time she passes out, you can at least say that's maybe like a day has kind of passed out. But anyway, we're back in the Shadeverse. It's very spooky.
This kind of has like a Final Fantasy VIII feel to it,
Oh,
between
I
Squall
never
and
thought of that. Oh my goodness.
why am I blanking on his name?
Laguna? Yeah, yeah.
God, what is his name?
I hate to think about it, but
Laguna.
I'm thinking
Yes.
Laguna's in like the pawn supply company, but that's going to work. But anywho, yeah. Yeah, I never thought of that. I'm almost tempted to say this is the Final Fantasy verse and then the regular verse, but I'm not going to. Anyway, we're gonna get our first little segment here, and this gentleman is back, and he's gonna mention, hey, your first task is to defeat this monster. And we're gonna go do it. So we're gonna go try Meg, please. Meg's just gonna get stuck on a pillar, and we're just gonna go into the microscope room. So this old monster, it's a joke, but truth, he's in the closet, oh my goodness. Spooky closet. Alright, so we're gonna fight this Yeti. He's gonna hit us. And if you heard that correct, yes, that is the I take damage sound, a sploit. And there we go. So we're down our first quest. Guys, good job. Good job, guys. So May gave us a hint that we're supposed to go to the security room, so we're gonna head back there. This room here. And a phone call. Oh my goodness, guys. Telephone. Very spooky. So there's no one on the line, but we have a bad feeling. I'm just gonna pick up this. This is a small battery. Just for marathons, I keep the light on, and once the light dies out, you have to kind of go back in and plug in a new battery into the flashlight. The reason why I do this in a marathon, it makes it easier to see, because I can turn it off and on. But just for everybody, who is that phone? Pizza delivery man. Oh my goodness, guys, dramatic music again. Oh my goodness, sorry. So back into the office first. So she's a little baffled because, you know, program. So now we're gonna leave. And oh, the chief wants to see us. Oh, but it's not John anymore. It's the chief. Oh no, are we in trouble? So yeah, we gotta head back to the chief's office because he needs to see us about something. What is it? I guess we'll find out. All right. But we're totally doing our job. I mean, we can't do much. Oh, all right. Oh, it's John. Okay, we're still on John's status, but John, or the chief, is gonna kind of give us a disciplinary talk because we went into a room we weren't supposed to go into, but we're gonna tell him it was unlocked. And he's saying you're not supposed to go into rooms you're not supposed to go into, but he did tell us to explore the tower, but only that floor. But Meg passes out again, and I mean, the reason is because she didn't have breakfast. So, I mean, people, eat your breakfast. That's what happens when you don't eat your breakfast. You pass out at work. So Meg's...
I feel like this could be like one of those cool, like, you know, eat a Snickers because, you know,
Indeed.
you're pass outy when you're hungry.
So yeah,
or
Meg's now in
something
the
like that.
infirmary. Yeah, stay hydrated, eat Snickers, you know, have breakfast. So, as Meg wakes up, it occurred to her, since we're talking about food, she packed a lunch, guys. She has a lunch. What did she pack early this morning? Well, she had a yogurt. She made soup today. Turkey soup, because in Canada it is Thanksgiving, so you gotta get rid of your turkey Thanksgiving leftovers. So, turkey soup with a small... You baked herself last week also. Everything is ready for her leftover Thanksgiving meal. Then maybe some cranberry sauce too, but we don't talk about cranberries because, well, you know, they're not that great. That's up to a debate, but anywho, let's go into her room to have her lunch. But oh my goodness, it's dark. Oh my goodness. Something's off. What's happening here, guys? Oh no, someone's there. Someone's in here. Oh my goodness. No, they took Meg's lunch. No, they stole Meg's leftover Thanksgiving meal. Oh my goodness. No, her lunch. No. But he did drop this card, this security card. So yeah, it's kind of a trade-off. Meg unfortunately lost her Thanksgiving lunch, but we got the security card for level 2, so we're just gonna leave. And we're just gonna mosey our way over here. Our character, and this lovely person is Kathy. She also works in the building. She has fantastic hair, guys. But she's gonna mention, like, hey, we're stuck here, but we should totally go to the cafeteria, because, I mean, she didn't also have breakfast, nor pack a lunch. So, we're gonna go check out the cafeteria to hopefully find some food. So, if we have any donations, you can quickly get one in here.
I do not have any donations, but I wish I did. Just want to remind you folks that we are raising money for the Take This Foundation. If you would like to donate, I'm going to put some links here in chat for not only how you can do that, but some of the incentives for which you can donate to kind of give you that reason to throw some money in, as if the worthwhile cause was not reason enough. So please go ahead and make your donations. We are rather close to our $10,000 goal, and just help us get closer. It's much appreciated.
Rip music. I'm sad, guys. Music's gone. I missed it so much. But I guess it wasn't forever. But now we got this soothing spa music. It's really soothing for a whole less than a minute. And we got another soothing spa music. Alright, so what we need to do here is we need to go to the cafeteria. So Kathy mentioned, besides the obvious plot, but I like doing my own plot. So Kathy's gonna go raid the vending machines, and, you know, she's gonna mention to us, hey, you should quickly come so you can get some snacks from the vending machine, and we're like, cool. So we're gonna head to the restaurant, even though it should be a cafeteria, but, well, whatever. So we're gonna talk to Kathy. And oh my goodness, in that short span, she already, not only did she break into the vending machines, but she ate everything out of it. So once again, Meg's a little hooped in regards to getting lunch. So we're gonna go through this lovely, lovely hallway again, in the search for food. And Chris is gonna show up. And she's gonna mention, Meg, you have a phone call. And Meg's gonna be like, well, who is it? And she's like, I have no idea. Maybe a pizza delivery guy. Who knows? But we need to go answer that phone. Yes, there is actual plot. It's just, it's basically trying to figure out, you know, the shadiness that's happening in the CDC in regards to Robert's death and the Ring program. So not a lot is really happening at this point. I'm gonna grab this handgun bullets and double input. I'll need that ammo for much later on in the run, but it's faster to grab it now versus later. And then we're gonna go into Office 1 here. And we're gonna go answer that phone call, and oh my goodness, guys, it's a prank call. No one said, oh no, it's a computer that called. Gasp. So the computer made a phone call in order to drag Meg back into the Ring program. So yeah, program's evil. So we're back in this lovely building, so let's go continue onward and upward. So if you've noticed a little trend, the Office verse is very, you know, go to said point, learn more about the plot, and then the Shadeverse is your more of your action area. So we were looking at the door, and Meg mentioned that she can't open it. You need a stronger weapon in order to get the door open. So we're gonna find a strong weapon. So I'm gonna take this little shelf here. We're just gonna push it, and by push I mean we're just gonna try to kick it. Kick it, Meg. You need to kick it. There we go. All right, so we're gonna pick up the shotgun. Now there are a variety of doors throughout the run, or throughout the game, that you need a stronger weapon in order to blast them open. So I'm gonna equip the shotgun here. That's very true. No excuses for picking up ammo. Alright, so we're gonna go through the door, and we're just gonna knock out that door. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a tricky maneuver in order to get a card key in this room. So let's block that. I'm just gonna turn the flashlight off so I can easily maneuver around this enemy. Because yes, there's benefits of having a flashlight on and on, or on and off. On, you can see, but monsters can see you. Off, they have a harder time detecting you, but it's also pretty dark. So we're gonna grab the card key, and we're gonna get out of here. There we go. So now we're gonna go up to the second floor. Yeah, the monster there, I like to call the Red Yeti. doesn't really look like a gorilla or a yeti. It looks kind of actually like a monster, but there's another monster. We're just gonna dodge his wave attack. He's just kind of saying hi, welcome to the first floor, but we're just gonna ignore him because Meg's kind of rude, and we're just gonna go down here, and that same monster's gonna pop up. He's gonna give us an awkward high five, and we're just gonna run away because that was an awkward high five. We're gonna enter Office 1 again. Now I say again, this game likes to reuse its tower layout, but there's that brigade member, and he's gonna mention, "Hey, I have another mission for you," and we're like, "Okay, well, what do you need help with?" And he's like, "Okay, well, I can't find this key to boot up the generator. Some monkey took it. Also, there is a gas leak happening in the basement, so you have a certain amount of time to find this gorilla to get this key to boot up the generator, and that's 14 minutes." That's you think that's plenty of time, right? The guy doesn't give you any hints where this monkey is. The other thing is that this timer continues when you open doors. So in a casual playthrough, you may die in your first go with this. Um, so we're just gonna head up to where the gorilla is, or down, I should say. So we're just gonna go through basement 1. And we're just gonna head to the breeding room. Now, there is a way to kind of get this gorilla stuck. I may not be able to pull it off. What you need to do is kind of corner Meg next to the sink. And if everything works out, he shouldn't attack me because he'll be clipped on the corner of the sink. So I'm really hoping it's a little bit of a risky strat because he can pounce, he can attack, or just swipe at us. I think I'm still on the good. We'll see. Yeah, we're still fine. I'm gonna take a safety strap though. I'm gonna pick up the key. There's also healing in here. So I'm gonna go pick up the healing jelly, which is just right here, and yes, we use healing jellies. Who is breeding this gorilla? Not really sure. It is plot related. It does mention why these gorillas are popping up later on in the plot, but we'll just kind of keep that as a secret right now. We got the key though. We need to go back up to the generator here. So let's ignore the first floor greeter. Yeah, we got monkeys and gorillas as our monsters, and I like to call them yetis and gorillas, and there's a red yeti too, but either or. All right, so this is a generator. It's spooky. So the brigade member, it gives you a key combination in order to get the generator going. The code is 1951. If you by any chance forget that, there is a document you can find in that same room that shows the code. So 1951. So there we go. We got the generator running, and there's a mysterious girl that just popped up. Very spooky, guys. And she just disappeared. So we're just gonna run with it. So now what I need to do is just head back straight to that capsule room so we can continue on with the plot. If we got any donations, anything you want to mention over there?
I haven't had any donations roll in yet, so nothing to report there. But I will be sure to let you know. I'll try to come on in when I do have a chance with one of those. So I'll go ahead and put those links back in chat so you all know how to donate, and also the incentives that you can donate for. We've got some we've got some goals and some bid wars that we want to have you put your money towards. So I'll let
Perfect,
you know
thank
how
you.
you can do that.
Alright, so let's hop in the capsule and continue onward with the spear. So yeah, that was it for this part. We just needed to go find that key, get the generator going, and we're back into the office verse with our soothing music. So now this part of the office verse is very back and forth, up and down. It's not my favorite part, because there's a lot of going to the basement, to the second floor, to the first floor, to the basement, rinse, wash, repeat. Now, I did mention earlier in the run, this is based off one of the books, and that is correct. There's actually quite a bit of books in the Ring series. I believe there's 6, 7 of them, if I remember correct. And there's actually a lot of movies for the Ring, not just like the ones we got, and then they're based off like the Japanese versions. There's actually a lot of Ringu movies in Japan. There's even one that is kind of like your Freddy versus Jason, but Sadako, or the girl from the Ring, versus the kid from Ju-on, or the Grunge. I don't know why they decided to do that, but they did. But yeah, there's a lot of Ring products over in Japan. Apparently there was a TV series also. But yeah, I had no idea until I started speedrunning this game and people brought it up. But yeah, there's a lot of content. Now we're gonna head to the basement, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that piano song we had at the very beginning. I'm not saying it's coming back, but there is another there we go. There's another version of it. This is the extreme dramatic version of the piano song. So this part, we're just trying to snoop on the chief and spy on him and see what's actually happening. Oh, there we go. So this part, I like to say kind of deja vu, because we're going to the microscope room to see if we can find the chief and kind of spy. And he's not here, but Meg discovers footprints, so she's gonna have to hide somewhere. So we're gonna hide in the closet. A little bit of a deja vu with maybe a Yeti hiding in the closet in the Shadeverse. But anywho, we're gonna spy here, guys, between the chief and the guy who stole Meg's lunch. And they're basically saying that they're researching some sort of formula chemical, and then they just kind of disappear. And so Meg's gonna be like, what are they up to? I should go into the chief's office and see what I can find. So we're just gonna head upstairs, all the way to the second floor, no less. With this dramatic music. New condiment, oh my goodness. Alright, so off to the second floor. Now we don't get dramatic piano music during this part, we get super serious music. So we're gonna just run over the chief's office while he's not in there and kind of go through his belongings, his cabinet, whatnot. I mean, he did say we can investigate this floor, so yeah, I guess it's a part of it. So what we need to do here is we just need to go through his desk, because there's going to be a key here. And there we are, we got the small key, and she's wondering where it goes, and it's basically just to this room here. So at this point, when we get this document here, it's going to mention more about the curse and the curse tape specifically. And apparently, the cursed 8mm film does exist in this building, but Robert hid it in a place, guys. Super hidden, super secure. We know where it is now, so we're gonna head back to the reference room and uncover this super secret hidden spot. So we're just gonna go to the desk, and we're just gonna look in this drawer. Huzzah! There it is, the 8mm film, guys. Oh my goodness, it's in a really hidden spot. So now we need to go to Meg's office, and we are going to we're gonna see what's on this 8mm film, guys. I mean, it's linked to this program called the Ring, so it must be something connected. Maybe something really spooky. Who knows? Or it could be a cursed tape. But yeah, right now on the run, we're just hitting the flight points to get to where we need to go. So yeah, we have to go Meg's room. We're gonna be answering a phone call pretty quick here, just to Jack again, just to give us further rundown of all what we've done so far. And we do get to do that infamous bunny hop. So yeah, she doesn't have a normal backstep, she has a bunny hop. And actually, I don't think I get to do it. I think we do get interrupted by Kino, the security guard. And he's gonna mention the chief asked him to, make sure Meg just stays in her room, and Meg's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna run away. And Lakino should chase after her, but I mean, he tried his best. So we're gonna head downstairs, because now we need to go watch this film, and we need a key in order to get to one of the rooms in the words. One of the rooms that has a projector, so we can actually watch this 8mm film. So there we go. So where is this key, you might ask? It's back in Office 1. The game doesn't really allow us to explore a whole lot. They do encourage the exploration, but there's not a whole lot happening in this tower. I mean, when you're searching in this game casually in the office, first you can find some ammo, some healing jellies, some fire, really special. Also, Shadows to the Forest back there, which just kind of wallpaper on a window. The Shadeverse has quite a bit going on there in regards to finding items. You can find some really powerful weapons and parts that could create the second best weapon in the game. You do in the speed run, and I will explain when we cross that bridge. But yeah, there's a lot more happening over there. Of course, with that, you have to go find. Since we got the shotgun to unlock that door, you need to find another powerful weapon to open another door, so on and so forth. But we don't do that in the speedrun. It just takes too much time. But now we're gonna go check out that cursed film, and I mean, we all know what the cursed film is. If you watch it, it's 7 days, very spooky, very scary. I mean, I guess we gotta watch it. Maybe, possibly. So let's get this thing booked. Let's watch it. And no, it's too spooky. Too spooky. Too spooky, guys. Oh, so spooky. Nope. Can't watch it. Can't watch it. We can't watch it. Nope, too spooky. Too spooky. Also, YouTube would flag us. Too spooky. I don't know. See, that's a good question. What happens if we do curse us all twice? Does it become a 14-day curse, or does it become still 7 days? Does it just nullify itself? It's a good topic. It's a good thing to debate. Yeah, too spooky for Twitch. Don't want to be flagged by YouTube either. So now we're on our third important mission. So yeah, if you do watch that film, it is actually the cursed tape, like ripped from the movies. Um, so just for the sake of not getting flagged, yeah. Everything else cutscene wise perfectly fine. It's just that one that, you know, you get revived. Oh my goodness. So now we're going to go into here, and this is a brigade member. He's going to mention there's a really powerful enemy in there, and we need to go get the grenade launcher and the ammo. And the grenade launcher is all the way back in the council room. The ammo is all the way in the kitchen. Go get it. So speedrun purposes, we have to get the grenade launcher just to hit that flag to advance the plot. Now I will mention, Ecdysis was the one who first routed this game. It's been a combination of um, myself, Turn Up the Beat, and Ecdysis. We've been kind of chipping away further at the route, kind of getting rid of a lot of stuff. And you don't really need to use the grenade launcher, you just need to pick it up. Originally, we had it, you would use the one shot you got in it, switch to the handgun or the shotgun, or just keep using grenade launcher if you want to go get that ammo and just defeat the monster that way. But the shotgun is good enough. Um, but yeah, the current time for this run, world record run. Why did we not pick that up? Are we? Oh, I think our inventory is full. Let me do some rearranging. Oh my goodness, yes we are. Oh my goodness. All right, knife. We're gonna delete the knife. Okay, we got deleted. Alright, we cut that knife out of the inventory. So now we got the grenade launcher. Now we can go fight this. So yeah, the world record time is about an hour 12. And a couple seconds, of course. A lot of movement comes into play with this run, which is understandable. And at this point, too, with the tunnels, monster cooperation, because some of these monsters, they can be jerks. They can actually pin you in between the doors or prevent you from moving further. And the way to kind of remedy that is to kind of move against the wall south, go back to that door, and then just run through it. Knife Knife is, yes and no, the best weapon in the game. It does stun the enemy. The problem, though, is Meg's animation. We're gonna fight the powerful monster in there. But yeah, the problem with the knife, there is a knife, and you can find a katana. But the problem is Meg's animation. It takes too long for her to really get that prepped. All right. So yeah, with this guy, we just gotta use the shotgun. Now, did I get that? No, I'm gonna have to move away. The game is unfortunately cheap with its moves. As you notice there, I took 3 hits there. That is very common for any of the enemies. Not much you can do about it, except move away. There we go. So yeah, we defeated the monster. The brigade member is going to mention there's someone else around. You should go to the first floor. Check how that member's doing, and that's it for that part. We're at this point in the run, we're basically done with, not really say done, but we're done with the combat in this area. So now we just gotta head back to the first floor. And yeah, the katana is honestly the best weapon in the game. We do not pick it up in the speed run anymore. Ecdysis used to call it the safety katana, which makes sense. So the katana would one-shot a lot of the enemies in the game. It would do quite a bit of damage to the last two bosses. But the problem with it is its wind-up animation. As I mentioned with the katana earlier, it's so slow. And with a katana, there's also a chance that when she gets it ready and hits, it can actually rebound off desks or walls. So you really have to make sure that shot is good. And also, the brigade member looks really familiar. It's Jack. And Meg's like, "What are you doing in the office for us, Jack?" And, well, Meg passes out. So what a twist! Jack is also in the Shadeverse. Oh my goodness, guys, what's happening here? And dramatic music again. Yeah, by all means, go right ahead.
Would this be a good time to read off some donations? Alrighty, we have an anonymous donation of $7 with a comment that literally says $7. So that makes sense, I guess. We also have an $18 donation from Silver Moon 9000 that says, "So, I hear this run was inspired by Utopia, as is my donation to recruit Celeste in Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos." That is a donation comment that I can get behind. Thank you very much, Silver Moon.
Thank you. So yeah, at this point, the chief and the scientists are actually taking blood samples from the staff, even though there's only like maybe 5 staff members, to kind of test them to see if they have this virus, and to hopefully, create some sort of vaccine. And I mean, we're still kind of grumpy at the scientists for stealing our lunch, but I mean, we need to focus on the plot. And they're talking about the virus, and Meg is like, it's a computer program. They don't believe her. It's a little out there, but I mean, we'll take it. But yeah, Chief is gonna tell us, which by now is Chief, not John. We're no longer on the friendship level. We're on the, work level. And he's gonna tell her just to stay in her room, wait till this is all done. So sadly, we're stuck in our room. But, Lucino shows up. Oh my goodness, guys, Lucino. He's gonna be like, "Hey, so I feel bad because the chief is being really shady, and you know what? I really should help you, and I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna knock the generator out for a certain amount of time so you can run to the basement at set point, so you can find further what they're doing. And he's gonna drop the biggest plot twist in this game, guys. I hope you're ready. It's a shocker. So Lucino is dating Kathy. Big twist in the plot, guys. Lucino and Kathy are a couple. The gasp! Just the gasp. And we're like, okay. So we're just gonna get a fax from Jack. Just kind of further moving the plot along. Just about the virus, and there is apparently a vaccine. But of course, Meg's got time to kill. She's just gonna play a silly little game. So yeah, now we need to finish the game, apparently. Not just wait around, play the spooky Ring video game. Oh no, there's nothing silly about playing video games. Alright. So now, basically at this point in the run, we just, as Meg says, we gotta wrap this up quickly, guys. Oh my goodness, we gotta wrap this up quickly. So, basically, this is now going to point A to point B, and then back to the capsule room, and then we're done. So what we need to do is we need to go back up to the first floor, because that's where we saw Jack last time. And, we need to find out why Jack is in the Shadeverse. It's kind of confusing. I mean, if you are really keeping track of the plot. Um, Playing this in casual, the plot was kind of wonky. The part that irritated me the most was Meg. She likes to repeat her questions quite a bit. Um, and while the characters are trying to advance the plot, she's kind of repeating a lot of the same stuff. But anywho, there's that there's that girl being very spooky. So we're gonna follow her very slowly. And she's just gonna face through the door. And we're just gonna follow her. So I hope you guys are ready for the actual plot twist, and I will explain the best I can. So brace yourselves. Okay. So this is a brigade member, and Meg's gonna ask about the girl. He has no idea. But we're gonna find out that the Shadeverse, this one, is actually the real world. And Officeverse is actually the virtual program. Yes, yes, it's that kind of switcheroony. So, if you're asking, Paul, why? Okay, so what it is that Meg is part of a resistance group, and my battery died. So let me just see if I have another one. I do. Let's just quickly use that. And while we're at, no, we don't need that. So she's part of a resistance group because the virus has basically spread and eliminated a lot of the world's population. So what they're trying to do is get the vaccine to cure the ring virus. Now, in order to get it, the vaccine is called the loop, which is also a reference to part of the book. Um, so what they did is they sent Meg into the virtual program, but Sadako found out that they're trying to find the vaccine. So what she did is she wiped out her memory. So Meg was just living in a virtual world as if, as if that was the real thing. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. So what we need to do now is follow that little girl, and she's gonna take us to the chapel. Or channel, pardon, channel. And we're gonna find out who this little girl is. So this little girl here is Shizuko. It is Sadako's mother. She is showing herself as a young girl, so Sadako cannot find her, but she is trying to help Meg to find the vaccine, to lead her to where she needs to be, and hopefully to save the world. But Meg wants to save Robert, and Shizuko saying, if you save the people, you also save Robert. But Meg's like, no, I want to save Robert. I need to make sure Robert's alive. And basically, you get that kind of ping pong conversation throughout this thing, and she just leaves. So there we go. We just found out the twist. This is real world. Uh, it right now, basically right now, at this point, they just decide to, oh no, it's my infamous monster blocking my door and the door blocking my path. So let's just kind of wedge myself here. And let's open this door. There we go. So that happens. So now we have basically found out the truth. So what we need to do is we need to head back to the virtual world, the office first, and kind of figure everything out there. So, an interesting thing to note, a previous point when you're exiting the capsule and this point here, there's a chance that the Dreamcast can actually crash during this point. It would show a red screen and have an error on it, but there's a couple of reasons why it does that. One of the reasons is because the memory unit is in your controller. I don't have the memory unit running right now, but that's one of the reasons why your Dreamcast would crash at that point if you're speedrunning this game with that. The other reason is could multiple other reasons. So far, I knock on wood, I haven't had a crash happen since I haven't had a memory card stuck in my controller while running this. So I'm pretty confident the virtual memory unit causes these little crashes. But anywho, so we need to go pick up that handgun there that Lucino left for us, because we're gonna head to the basement. So as Lucino promised, the power is out. So now we have a whole 3 minutes to beeline it all the way to the basement. Now let me just quickly turn the light on. Oh, I hit the first floor. We need to go to the basement. Let me just kind of spin around, get back to the basement. Alright, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying the music, especially since we haven't dealt with that one track in a long time. I mean, that must have been nice for you guys' ears. You didn't have to listen to that music. Oh, but it's back! Ha ha ha! I miss this song so much, oh my goodness. Song never leave ever again. Oh my goodness. Anywho. I should equip. I should equip the handgun. So hopefully you guys didn't miss intense piano music song, because it's back with a vengeance. It's very satisfying. Like I said, you could listen to this song while doing dishes, driving to work, gorillas. Speaking of gorillas, there's a gentleman who's not doing so well. And we got a gorilla. So we gotta fight the gorilla. And we gotta grab the handgun bullets, and I didn't. We'll have to run over there and grab them. So Shizuka pops up again, and she's just gonna mention the virus is causing these humans to transform into gorillas and yetis and monkeys and all that. That is Sadako's curse. So in 7 days you turn into a monkey. Basically, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, very satisfying chords. Alright, so now we need to head back to that chapel, which is right here. And we gotta grab the key. So, power key, guys. We have to turn the generator back on again. So, do you remember that code from way back at the beginning of the run? Because we gotta enter that code in again, and this is... Well, she's Zuko for a while. She just decided to peace out. Oh, there we go. The infamous code 1951. Indeed, that's correct. So if you're playing this casual and you don't have that code, you're not hooped. There is a note in Office 1 that says the code just in case you forgot it, which is really generous because they really don't mention the code after that beginning part. So if you're wondering where we're at in the speedrun, we're basically near the end. We do have a cutscene coming up. There is 2 boss fights, and that's basically it. Um, so when I played this game casually last year, it took me about 9 hours to beat the game. Speedrun wise, looking at 11, 20, 11, 13, around that time. Um, so I will mention this is only came out on Dreamcast. Prices for this game are kind of expensive. You're looking at about 60, 50, 70 maybe. Just don't. Unless you're a collector, then totally. But I mean, when I played this game casually, it only took me 9 hours to beat. I'm just saying, as a friendly reminder. In this game casually, there's better cheesy horror games out there. But anywho, we need to go talk to the chief. We need to approach the chief, and we got an awkward high five. So just gonna dodge all these yetis. Now, where is the chief, you might ask? Well, all along in Chief's office, once we control Meg, there's a secret passage near his bookshelf. Very spooky, guys. And it's an elevator, no less, even more spooky. So we're gonna use the super secret elevator. And we're gonna get a nice visitor here. The gasp. We're just gonna get rid of him. Alright, so before anything, I'm just gonna reload my inventory, or more so my gun. So if you're wondering, well, Paul, we're in the office first. What happened to all that gear you got from the Shadeverse? You can't take it over. You can't. Unfortunately, the shotgun stays in the real world. We're stuck with the handgun and a flashlight. But anyway, cutscene.
Indeed. I don't know why you and Robert want to have it your own way.
Chief?
Just another effort. One more step and the work is over. I'll be the one who controls the virus.
Virus, what? What are you talking about, Chief?
It It's not too bad, even as a prototype. The force of Sadako Yamamura. The force of the curse. Who'd ever imagine how powerful the force of the curse is?
The force of Sadako Yamamura? The force of the curse? Robert! Oh no, was it you?
Robert? Yeah, he wanted to know about the virus, so I did him a favor. I gave him that virus to satisfy his curiosity.
You gave the virus to him? That was what turned him into such a monster? And that's what caused his death? All because of the virus?
Well, don't worry. You'll be with Robert very soon. In 24 hours, you'll be totally overtaken by the test virus. Before you die, you may help me to prove that I've got Sadako's force under my control.
You bastard! Then all of the patients carried in here have been...
For our species' sake, for humanity, Sadako's curse will sweep all over the world, transforming it. So why not improve yourself with the virus? The virus promotes us, allows us beings to evolve further.
It's not for humanity at all. What you've done is not for us, but only for yourself. You just want control of Sadako's power.
Maybe you're right, but it doesn't matter anymore. If only I can use this power. Look, this is it, and I'm the only one who rules this force.
What's happening?
No, you can't. You'll never be the one who control this force. Never ever.
Alright, so we got the chief boss. So, first thing we need to do when we start this fight is shoot him in the knee. If we can. Oh, we're gonna get the triple hit. Nope. So by shooting the chief in the leg, we cut his movement speed by half. So now we can just shoot him. And that's the fight in a nutshell. This used to be a really hard fight. Until I discovered that you can shoot the chief in the leg and cut his movement speed by reading the instruction manual. Guys, when you're speedrunning, read your instruction manual. There may be a whole lot of information on the game. I'm just saying. So yeah. That's the fight now. It's super easy. Anyway. It's not... We're gonna go into this room. And we're gonna get this lovely capsule, and oh my goodness, it's Sadako. Oh my goodness. So there's Shizuku, and she's just gonna mention about Sadako, and Sadako's gonna wake up here, guys. And she's gonna say, sky. She wants to go see the sky. And what's she gonna do? She's just gonna ancient Roman out of there. So we need to go find where she is. Somewhere that has a sky. So we need to go to the stairs. And what we need to do is we need to go all the way to the rooftop. And we're gonna be fighting Sadako. So hopefully you guys are ready for an epic showdown. Like, listen to this epic boss fight music. It's really epic. It's so epic. It's so action-filled. We're just gonna pick up these healing jellies, though. And there is also ammunition here. Come on, Meg. There we go. Meg, please. There we go. Alright, and just to make sure the fight's gonna go smooth, just kind of a safety precaution of marathonness, we're just gonna reload. Sort of full of. Our gun is full. And we're gonna go hit the rooftop. Alright. So, lo and behold, we're gonna get some little more plot, and lo and behold, it's Sadako. The ring girl, the one from the well. And they're gonna mention that, Sadako suffers, and Shizuku's gonna mention we need to put Sadako to rest. I mean, Sadako's got a nice red highlights in her hair now ever since the first Ring movie. And I'm gonna show something. I'm not gonna do the combat right away because I want to show something. I don't get to show this very often, and hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt. But I'm gonna show her walking speed, because it's a nice, interesting treat. So yeah, we gotta let her rest. She's gonna do an epic jump. So I'm just gonna let her follow me. We're just gonna shift camera. Oh wait, it doesn't show on this camera. So she does a hop. So her attacks are trying to hit you, and then she turns into crows. There's a hair whip attack also. And this crow fight sucks. Basically, you need to find the crow that's coming the closest and hit it. And they all just kind of come forward and attack. And then she'll reappear, and then you gotta do the same thing. So you can put her in a stun lock if you watch her chin. She has that chin animation. You can time it that you can keep her in a stun lock. But now we got crows. Again. I really don't like the crows. There we go. There is a way to kind of dodge the crow's attack if you move Meg in an angle. For some reason, they can't deal with angles. Oh my goodness. Further implying, too, that birds are jerks. So, she has 3 phases of the crows, and then that's basically the fight. So we got one more crow phase to go here. Alright, so timer ends when she yells. There we go.
Do you think we, human beings, deserve to survive after this?
To me, to us, the answer is no. That's the vaccine. Save the world, save humanity. They don't care about anything other than themselves.
Don't you see? I care.
Sounds like the truth. I'm going, but the next will come, one after another. Make every fight to kill each other until everybody's gone.
The vaccine announced to cure the disease has been put into full mass production. However, some citizens desperate for the vaccine are not waiting for their ration and have started rioting. A large number of fatalities and injured due to such riots have been reported all over the country. Killing until everybody's gone.
All right, so that is the Rings Terrors Realm. I hopefully you guys enjoyed the speed run. It's an interesting game. Um, the ending just kind of was there. But I'm gonna cut my little gibbering short because I will be back on Saturday to do another speedrun for La Place Normale. There is a donation incentive for that to save Amy, so if you definitely want to save Amy, definitely do so. But yeah, I will be back later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have a good morning, a good evening, good night, and we'll roll on to the next run. So bye.
Alrighty, yes, thank you very much, Patama and GG on that run of the Ring Terrors Realm. We are going to be coming up with a couple more runs here, but before we do that, I do have a donation